In a fast-paced world, where life often feels like a constant race against time, we rarely stop to reflect on the deeper questions. What does it mean to live a good life? How can we achieve true happiness and fulfillment? Thousands of years ago, in the cradle of civilization, some of the greatest minds in human history grappled with these very questions. The ancient Greeks, through their groundbreaking philosophies, sought answers to life's most profound mysteries. Their wisdom has endured, not because it's ancient, but because it is timeless. The teachings of philosophers like Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, and others were not confined to the marble columns of Athens. Their ideas resonate with the very essence of human nature, and their insights continue to provide guidance on how to live a meaningful life, even in today's chaotic world. From understanding the importance of self-reflection to embracing change and seeking balance, the ancient Greeks knew that the key to a fulfilling life was not found in the pursuit of wealth or power, but in the cultivation of virtue, wisdom, and inner peace. So what can we learn from the thinkers of ancient Greece? How can their wisdom help us navigate modern life, with all its complexities and challenges? In this video, we're going to delve into the life-changing wisdom passed down through the centuries, exploring how their philosophies can offer profound insights into our daily struggles, decisions, and aspirations. Whether you're looking to find more balance, purpose, or clarity in your life, the teachings of the ancient Greeks may just be the key you've been searching for. When we think of ancient Greece, images of grand temples, legendary heroes, and epic battles often come to mind. But beyond the myths and monuments lies a treasure trove of philosophical wisdom that has shaped the way we think about life, ethics, and the world around us. At the heart of this wisdom is the idea that life is not simply about existing, but about flourishing, about becoming the best version of ourselves through knowledge, virtue, and self-discipline. Take, for example, the teachings of Socrates, one of the most influential philosophers of all time. Socrates was famous for his relentless questioning, not just of others, but of himself. His belief that the unexamined life is not worth living challenges us to look inward, to reflect on our thoughts, actions, and beliefs. In our modern world, where distractions are constant and self-reflection is often overlooked, Socrates' call to examine our lives is more relevant than ever. How often do we truly pause to consider if we're living in alignment with our values? Are we chasing after things that bring temporary pleasure, or are we pursuing what brings lasting fulfillment? Socrates believed that wisdom begins with admitting that we know very little. This intellectual humility opens the door to learning and growth. In a time where information is at our fingertips, it's easy to believe we know everything. But Socrates teaches us that true wisdom comes from acknowledging the limits of our knowledge. This creates space for curiosity, questioning, and ultimately, deeper understanding. It reminds us that no matter how much we think we know, there is always more to learn. Moving from Socrates to his student Plato, we find another key aspect of Greek philosophy: the pursuit of truth. Plato believed that beyond the physical world lies a realm of forms, where the true essence of everything exists. For Plato, the search for truth was not just a philosophical exercise, it was a way to live a more meaningful life. In today's society, where truth can often feel elusive, where opinions and misinformation can cloud our judgment, Plato's wisdom reminds us of the importance of seeking out what is real, enduring, and unchanging. He challenges us to rise above the distractions of the material world and focus on what truly matters. Plato's famous work, The Allegory of the Cave, illustrates the journey from ignorance to enlightenment. In this allegory, prisoners are chained inside a cave, only able to see shadows on the wall, which they believe to be reality. One prisoner breaks free and discovers that the shadows are merely reflections of the true world outside the cave. This allegory speaks to the transformative power of knowledge and understanding. It encourages us to break free from our own mental limitations, to seek truth beyond appearances, and to question the assumptions we've always accepted. And then there's Aristotle, Plato's most famous student, who brought a more practical approach to philosophy. While Plato focused on ideals, Aristotle emphasized the importance of living virtuously in the real world. He believed that happiness, or eudaimonia, was the ultimate goal of human life. But Aristotle's definition of happiness wasn't about pleasure or material success. It was about living in accordance with virtue. Happiness, according to Aristotle, is something we achieve through our actions, by cultivating virtues like courage, generosity, and wisdom. It's not a fleeting emotion, but a state of being that we develop over time by making choices that align with our highest values. In today's world, where the pursuit of happiness often revolves around acquiring more things or achieving external success, Aristotle's wisdom reminds us that true happiness comes from within. It's about developing good character, living with integrity, and striving for excellence in all that we do. Aristotle's concept of the golden mean also teaches us the importance of balance, finding the middle ground between extremes. Whether it's in our work, relationships, or personal habits, Aristotle believed that excess and deficiency lead to unhappiness, while moderation brings harmony and fulfillment. This idea of balance is especially important in the modern age, where we are constantly bombarded with messages telling us to do more, be more, and have more. Aristotle's wisdom encourages us to slow down, reflect on what truly matters, and find a sense of equilibrium in our lives. Whether we're balancing work and rest, ambition and contentment, or independence and connection, the pursuit of balance is essential to living a fulfilling life. But Greek wisdom doesn't stop with these great philosophers. Thinkers like Heraclitus, known for his doctrine of change, also offer profound insights into life's challenges. Heraclitus famously said, "You cannot step into the same river twice," highlighting the ever-changing nature of existence. In a world where we often resist change, clinging to the familiar and fearing the unknown, Heraclitus reminds us that change is not only inevitable, but essential for growth. Life is in a constant state of flux, and it is through embracing change, rather than resisting it, that we find resilience and adaptability. Heraclitus teaches us to let go of our need for control and certainty, recognizing that life's unpredictability is what makes it dynamic and alive. Whether we're facing personal transitions, professional shifts, or global upheavals, Heraclitus's wisdom encourages us to flow with the current, to be open to new possibilities, and to see change as an opportunity for transformation. The Stoics, another influential school of thought in ancient Greece, also offered practical advice for dealing with life's challenges. Stoicism teaches us that, while we cannot control external events, we can control how we respond to them. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This philosophy emphasizes the importance of inner strength, resilience, and emotional regulation. In a world where we often feel overwhelmed by circumstances beyond our control, Stoicism provides a powerful framework for maintaining peace of mind and focusing on what we can influence: our thoughts, attitudes, and actions. The Stoics believed in cultivating virtues like courage, wisdom, and justice, and they taught that true freedom comes from mastering our inner world, rather than being controlled by external events. This mindset is especially relevant in today's high-pressure society, where stress, anxiety, and uncertainty can easily take a toll on our mental well-being. Stoic wisdom reminds us that we have the power to choose how we respond to adversity, and that by focusing on what we can control, we can find strength and serenity in even the most challenging circumstances. The wisdom of ancient Greece is not just a relic of the past. It's a guide for living a better, more fulfilling life today. Whether it's Socrates' call for self-reflection, Plato's pursuit of truth, Aristotle's emphasis on virtue and balance, Heraclitus' embrace of change, or the Stoics' focus on inner strength, these timeless teachings offer profound insights into how we can navigate the complexities of modern life. By applying these ancient principles to our daily lives, we can find greater clarity, purpose, and peace. The path to a meaningful life has been walked before, and the wisdom of those who walked it can light our way. So the next time you're faced with a challenge or a decision, remember the words of the ancient Greeks. They just might change your life.